So I'm like well aware that this channel is neglected and I don't really have anything to post. However, something interesting happened. Um, at 2 in the morning because why not? And I have heavy sleep deprivation, so the curious side of me decided, hey, why don't we do some digging? And well, all I have to say is, you know, well, first of all, it's a big thing here on YouTube to step into debates and have absolutely zero knowledge of what you're talking about, especially on serious topics. I'm not going to name any names. Hassan. um, And well, this isn't considered really a quote unquote like serious topic. Well, kind of is, just not on the magnitude, the scale of some other people. I just thought I would let you take a look at this epic conversation I had to have with probably one of the most unintelligent people on this planet. So here we can see this guy saying on my only video, my only long form video, I think.
Unsurprising to find out you've been banned on Xbox Live and Discord accounts. Man-child calling people slurs and penguins to your chat.
Quickly corrected him, told him that I don't watch live streams because I think personally, in my humble opinion, they are really boring and just way too long. No offense to Charlie though, he's a great guy. I don't really watch anybody's live stream, and we have this absolute unit coming and below me, telling me that he joined 2 months ago and he's kind of just spouting nonsense. Um, this kid also, well, I'm not even gonna say kid. You'll see later what this guy's talking about. He's probably like 3 times my age. Says
It's the same PFP, don't act. That wasn't you. Maybe it was someone in your account that hacked you.
thinking that he's like a master intelligence, which, buddy, you're not like the next Mr. X, next to Stephen Hawking, next Neil deGrasse Tyson for, coming to the conclusion that maybe I was hacked, but I appreciate the offer, despite me not, you know. And I wish really 100% wholeheartedly that he just ran with this theory that I was hacked the whole time. Well, I do and don't. For one, I do because that way I could keep about 30 of my brain cells in my head. But I also don't because then I can't present to you this absolute masterpiece of video, Chef's Kiss. Mwah. Um, then he proceeds to say this absolute banger of a comment. He proceeds to, first of all, this Apex icon, this shorts guy, absolute unit. I love him. Wish I knew him, but unfortunately, original guy took down the comments, so it's not like I can meet him anytime soon. But hey, man, if you show up in the comments, I think me and you, we should like get married and run away to Peru. But that's between me and you. We don't have to let anybody else know. Anyways, um, he says, "Bro, what are you even saying?" And I have to agree. Um, what is this guy talking about? I said, "Could you provide me with a screenshot?" I'm kind of 100% certain there's no one really else with this PFP, my profile picture. And I told the guy that, you know, my security is, I'm pretty sure is 100% up to date. I mean, I don't really have any experience with being hacked ever, because I don't give out my password like an idiot. Um, so, uh, and yeah, this guy just is continuing to yap and yap and yap, and I don't think he really knows what he's saying. And you'll see very soon that he just slowly mentally deteriorates. He still has no clue what he's even talking about. We can see in this next segment of the conversation, he's like,
Monkey Man Dan, it's wild you're lying because you're also admitting that nobody else uses your custom PvP. Lol. PFP. Lol. Anyways, maybe don't call people dumb and tell them horrible stuff for no reason. It'll come back to bite you, XD. You must really be young and dumb if you never see somebody. Uh, Stop reporting my comments.
I, funny part is that I never reported his comments, but um, and I did decide to make a Reddit post about this before any of this started, like when it was just the first comment that I left, because I was trying to see if this guy was a bot or not. I mean, you have to admit it does look like kind of bot behavior, just randomly hitting up a channel and being like, "Hey, you said the N-word," which usually I know it's like, "Hey, come to my link and you'll see pretty Ukrainian women and we'll definitely not take your credit card information." You guys know what I'm talking about. But I thought this time it was like just some bot that went around, hunting small channels for fun. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a big overthinker, but little pea brain me thinks that that's something someone would do maybe. So I was double checking, and this is where the next part of the conversation comes in. Is Apex comes in with the clutch. He says, "Okay, bro, I'm not sure if you saw the Reddit post or not, but this is PvP, either made by him, probably not, whatever." Um, and he tells the other guy to just chill. It's a pointless argument, and it doesn't really need to happen. I mean, he just kind of is getting upset for no reason, and I think Apex is like the only other one in this situation with working brain cells because he sees that I have clearly won. He refuses to provide evidence that I said any of this stuff, and still thinks that I, said the N-word despite not showing us any proof, and is getting upset for no reason, really. It's kind of upsetting to see, you know, how easy it is, first of all, to get people upset, um, because you're right. Second of all, how soft the internet's gotten. Um, I remember when I was just a wee lad, having unrestricted internet access growing up. Yeah, I know, a shocker. Don't act like you didn't either. Um, it's you know hearing the N word, while it's not okay, it was just kind of like a normal occurrence, unfortunately. But I mean, it's like if you heard it, you heard it. You couldn't really. I mean, you could be like, "Hey, man, that's not cool." But I mean, everyone would just look at you like a nerd, and like now it's like this dude is falsely accusing me. Now he's hounding me and like tracking me down because I told him that I didn't say the N word. Like if this happened, like I'm not trying to sound like that I'm like old, but if this happened like 2 3 years ago, no one would bat an eye. And it's like I have this dude that's probably 3 times my age on the internet complaining that that he saw the N-word from someone else that isn't me. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, that my profile picture comes from a very niche. Well, I can't say niche anime. It's it's not niche because a lot of people. What I'm trying to say is like it's not like known to people who don't watch anime often. You'd have to be poking around the anime world to know it. Bonus points if you can comment it or guess it. Or if you do know it, then I'll give you a cookie or a smooch or something. I don't really know. You'll be rewarded somehow. I promise. Maybe. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Um, yeah, I kind of forgot where I was going with this. I was kind of just yapping. Let's go to the next screenshot. Okay, for reference here, because YouTube's comment section is kind of terrible in a sense that it doesn't go in order of the comment. You'll see here later that I sort of reply to this guy's bro message, but anyways, I said, if I was lying, why would I ask for proof of you accusing me of, what I supposedly did? And it was like, that's like a robber without a mask asking for CCTV footage of their own robbery, um, which is kind of a funny idea in my head. Uh, anyways, and here I reply to his comment earlier where he's like, "Oh, you reported on my comments, eh?" Trying to be like smug about it or whatever. He kind of sounds like a redditor. I wouldn't be surprised if he was one either. 30-year-old redditor, um, does sound kind of amusing in my head though. Anyways, um, and I said my I was talking to Apex, the absolute mad lie that he is. I was saying my PFP isn't custom made, but it's from an anime that not a lot of people know. Um, so maybe it should be or what I'm trying to say is that it's not a lot of people would be using it. It wouldn't be common, it's not a rare or a common occurrence. Is what I'm trying to say. It'd be kind of rare in a sense, which is kind of crazy to me that this guy can stare at my profile picture, not be able to discern who it is, and still tell me that this is the same profile. Imagine if you were in a small fan base, like in a little niche community, maybe like an indie game or something. You are the only person you've ever seen with this as your profile picture ever. My like my situation, and someone tells me you said the N word in a popular streamer's chat with a dead blank stare as you have like 7 subscribers on YouTube that I'm sure didn't even mean to hit the subscribe button or were under the impression that I would post more, which is kind of a big lie. I'm sorry to my dearest 7 subscribers. Please forgive me. I'm on my hands and knees begging for your forgiveness, my lords. But my question is now you, okay, imagine you're in a situation like mine, a very unknown character, profile picture, okay? Someone accuses you of something you didn't do. How would you react? Um, I'll give you like 5 seconds to guess, okay? Or think. 5, 4, 3, 2, one. Okay. I assume what you said, right, was to, uh, you know, act how I did, defend yourself, say, hey man, whoa, wrong guy, never seen anyone else with this profile picture, you're thinking of someone else. And that would be right of you to assume. Now I want you to imagine how they would respond, okay? I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, whatever you just said to yourself was completely wrong, okay? And it's okay to be wrong. At least that's what people tell me, anyways. Though it certainly doesn't feel like it. I feel like an idiot. But that's okay. You're not an idiot. Um, and I love you. Um, you're a big smart lad in a big dumb world. You're better than that. I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. Um, anyways, the next screenshot. So unfortunately it got cut off, and I have to re-record this section. I'm towards the end of the video here, anyways, but we're ignoring that. So this is future me editing it in post. Ooh, 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 ooh. I need to like stop being weird. I'm sorry, dear viewer. Anyways, here he's like, oh well, the chat's moving too fast for popular streamers, and yeah, and I'll reply to this later because as I've established, the YouTube comment section likes to shuffle up the comments. But he's like, "Hey, Willie, you're moving too fast." The part that really got me too, though, is him saying also, again, saying only you have that profile picture literally proves my point. LOL. Um, which for one, um, I may have said that in the past, maybe in a previous comment, but just for reference right here, he's responding to a second time that I've already established that this profile picture of mine is a part of a sort of a small community. So, um, you know, this isn't you know, a custom PFP, but I mean, it's very unlikely someone else will have it. So that's why when I say nobody, which you would assume, uh, apparently this guy takes it as literally nobody else. I'm not really sure where the logic's coming from, but it's kind of hurting my head. I don't think he really has the proper intelligence to really be speaking full human sentences. I think he needs to go back to like elementary or something. Um, yeah, that's kind of it though. Silly to me how I have to um, spell everything out for this guy. Um, you know, I feel like as humans, we are the dominant species. You know, we have the highest intelligence of any life form that we know of, anyways, at least on this planet. Um, so for me to have to treat this guy like a literal toddler is quite insane to me. Um, which it's just wild to me that that's even like on the table, you know. I feel like that, I've established many times this guy seems much older than me, so for him to be down talking me, but I have to uh, defend myself because he's accusing me of racism purely off of my profile picture, uh, which I'd get it if it's like a picture of like the KKK thing, the the symbol or like the Nazi swastika, but it's none of the sort. He's saying that because of my profile picture, it it reminds him of someone that was racist. So that's sort of wild to me. Anyways, next screenshot. I don't want to spend too long on this one because this comment at the top's kind of long, but you can pause if you want to read it. Basically, it's just me responding to him saying, well, the chat's moving too fast. I can't handle it. Oh no, oh no. And I told him that there's probably softwares out there that'll help you look up their username and stuff. And I responded to him in the second one where I said, uh, you know, it appears I said probably shouldn't be that many people with this PvP. Mainly focusing on the that many people, um, because that means more than one, plural. Uh, according to this guy's intelligence, though, he doesn't know what that means, the word plural. So gotta spell it out for him. Hey, buddy, if you're watching this, Mr. Michael, whatever your name is, could honestly care less. Um, hey, just thought I would let you know that plural means multiple. Okay, okay. Now that we have that settled, um, I asked him, "Would you like to reconsider your words?" And of course, a little smiley face, just to do a little bit of rage baiting. We do a little bit of trolling. Um, rage baiting, I don't really like to do, unless if it's to someone that deserves it. And this guy certainly deserves it. So just hit him with a little that's the noise I imagine Mr. Smiley over there would make. Um, and Apex again, the absolute Chad you are. I love you. Um, please come back to me. You were such a good ally to me. Um, he says I'm not even trying to insult him. I'm just trying to figure out why he's getting so pissed. And I'm glad he clarified that. Um, because at least the other guy can't run to YouTube, be like,
Uh, no, he's literally trying to start an argument for no reason. He wasn't even included. I'm clawing off my own skin right now. This just makes my blood boil.
um, and uh, you know, So I'm glad Mr. Apex was able to sort out the fact that he's literally just trying to figure out why this guy is so upset. He is trying to be the middleman. He's trying to be the problem solver, and this guy is not letting him in the slightest. He's just getting so upset at the fact that Apex and I are absolutely cooking him right now by being simple problem solvers, and he's just getting so aggressive for no reason. I try to start a professional, but as you can tell by me attempting rage bait, as I admitted, I slowly just gave up with this guy. I'm no longer trying to be a problem solver. I'm just trying to get him as upset as possible so he leaves. Because usually that's how that works. Next screenshot. So here, my friends, is where we can officially mark the beginning of this epic saga. Um, you know, I'm just talking to my good old pal Apex. Hey man, still love you. Um, and at the bottom here, this is just laughable. It's one of my favorite things on the internet to see people who, because they think they're older and they're scary, despite them being through a screen and probably halfway across the country, even halfway across the world. He's like, huh, trust me, buddy. If you were literally here right now, I would literally flip and teach you a lesson. And we can continue this conversation right here, actually, off the next screenshot. Um, I told him, I promise you, bro, on my entire bloodline, I am not scared of you. Yes, you can bully me for being an Android user. It's my apologies for being broke. Um, I told him that it's not tough, bro. Like, you're not scaring anyone. And it's kind of a shame that you have family members that unfortunately have to be related to you and just see this absolute travesty of an argument. Um, well, not see it. Thank God they don't have to see it, you know. Uh, they just have to be related to you. Um, and see, this is the official last screenshot. I know, guys, it's been a fun ride, a wild one too. This is unfortunately where it ends. Um, his last words with us, his parting gift was, "Funny you think violence requires poof dough." And I told him, well, uh, see, what I did wasn't violent because who you're talking about rather, was not me. You were talking about an entirely different person. Once again, hit him with the little, the little smiley guy at the end, just to make him as upset as possible. Um, so what can we take away from this is that um, this guy clearly didn't do his research, and he's just talking smack for no reason. Oh, and the cherry on top, guys. I think I've already mentioned this, but he he took down his original comment, so unfortunately you cannot go back to this if you want to, unless if there's something on the Waybacker Machine. I don't think that's how it works, though. I think it just lets you view old sites in that way. Unless it lets you view old posts and stuff, that would be kind of neat. Um, this happened all as of April 19th, 2025, at around 2-ish a.m. It's currently 5:46 a.m. I should really be going to bed, but sleep deprivation gang, where you at? Boy. I'm sorry for that. Um, but yeah, sorry, I got off topic. What can we take away from this? Do your research. Be professional. And don't be an absolute cornball like this guy was at the end, talking about, huh, if this was in real life, I would already taught this punk a lesson. Time to squabble up, buddy. Doing one of those old cartoony things with his hands, where he like raises them above his face and he starts spinning them around in a circle like they're a bicycle. The little pedals on a bicycle or something. Like an old silent movie. We got a Charlie Chaplin on our hands. Um, my apologies if I did not if my attempts at humor were poor in this video. I don't claim to be a very funny person. I just think that the situation was kind of was kind of fun to point and laugh at, though. Um, don't send hate to this guy, though. I guarantee he's like 30 years old. He has a wife and kids to go home to him. I certainly don't, and I never will. Um, I don't have an outro, so bye.